The cartoon of the Pink Pig family is gaining more fans every day. But did you know that hidden in the fun and friendly atmosphere of Peppa Pig are some incredible secrets?
Can we climb up it?
The main family in the cartoon consists of Peppa, George, Mommy, and Daddy Pig, right? Well, as far as we know, yes. But there is a third child in this family, and she was revealed in a wallpaper of the show. The strangest thing is that this wallpaper was released many years ago, and to this day, the animation team has not provided a valid explanation for who this child is. Could it be that all this time the Pig family has been hiding Peppa's evil twin? If it were a mistake, they would have issued a statement clarifying everything, but this wallpaper is still sold. Man, this is all very strange, and the lack of an official explanation just makes it worse. Besides this mystery, I'll introduce you to 10 more that I'm sure you haven't noticed yet. So get into this vibe, because another Cinewave is starting. If Peppa's twin exists and is hidden by the family, she's definitely evil. But what if she just decided to leave her parents' house because she couldn't stand her siblings anymore? More specifically, her sister. I don't know if you've noticed, but many times Peppa is quite whiny and even annoying out of nowhere. For example, in episode 43 of the second season, The Quarrel, Peppa is playing with Susie when suddenly she decides she no longer wants to be friends with her because Susie cheated in the game. But that's not true. Peppa made it up. So yes, the pink piglet is willing to destroy a friendship of years as they've known each other since nursery school just because she can't stand losing. But it's not only with her friend that Peppa is annoying. She also gets on her parents' nerves on several occasions and is quite cruel to her younger brother in some episodes. For example, when George was a baby, he got hit by a huge snowball thrown by his own sister, and Peppa didn't feel bad at all. Look at her big smile. She even accused George of pretending to be sick. Peppa sometimes acts like a spoiled child, and I'm left here wondering, why? And the strange details don't stop there. Here's another one that's at least eccentric. Madame Gazelle is a secondary character in the cartoon, meaning she doesn't appear in every episode, but whenever she does, she raises many questions. First of all, her house is strange. Kinda crooked, have you noticed? But the weirdest thing is that we've never seen her husband, yet when the pig family visits her, there's a photo of a probable Mr. Gazelle on the wall. And this photo is in black and white, as if it was taken many years ago. And if he lived a long time ago, that means Madame Gazelle did too. However, Madame Gazelle doesn't seem like an elderly person. It looks like she hasn't aged over the years. So have you ever imagined if Madame Gazelle were a vampire? As bizarre as this theory is, it's not impossible that it's true. The pig family better watch out. Although, being friends with a vampire sounds like a smart move. If you also love Peppa stories and are enjoying the video so far, comment #mystery down below in the comments. I'm so used to seeing Daddy Pig bald that it was a shock to see a picture of him with a full head of hair. This happens when they're at the airport, about to travel to Spain, and Daddy Pig presents his passport to the attendant. It's such a different look that Peppa and George notice it and start laughing. It's funny to notice that Daddy Pig's beard color is the same as the curly hair in the photo, which means it's not dyed. Daddy Pig is actually a nearly reddish brunette. Did his hair fall out from too much stress? But tell me, do you like to play games? I have my favorite games on my phone and computer, and I bet you do too. And guess who else loves this pastime? George and Peppa, of course. When Mommy Pig takes a break from her work, the two piglets run upstairs and play their favorite game, Happy Mrs. Chicken. And did you know this game actually exists? Yep, Peppa and George did some great advertising for it. This game was created as one of the games on the Cartoon Network website for a while. Also, the Happy Mrs. Chicken game exists as a minigame in Peppa Pig the Game for Nintendo Wii and DS. In real life, I don't know who's a pro at this game, but in the cartoon, I'm sure it's George because he scored millions in the game. Let's just hope the rest of the family learns to play better. Peppa is doing okay in second place, but look at poor Susie, who's at the bottom of the list with a super low score. In Season 5, Episode 33, the pig family goes to Paris to visit Delphine Donkey and her family. Of course, being in this beautiful place that many dream of visiting, the family goes to one of the most famous landmarks in the world, the Eiffel Tower. So far, so good. It's a trip we all expected to see, but there's a problem. Daddy Pig is very afraid of heights. The Eiffel Tower is 330 meters tall, so imagine that for someone who's terrified of heights. Poor Daddy Pig. They take the elevator up, and when they get to the top, Daddy Pig breathes a sigh of relief because it's not that high. But then it's revealed that there's another section to climb, and this time by stairs. The group climbs to the top of the tower, and Daddy Pig panics. He's so scared that he climbs the stairs with his eyes closed, which seems like a good choice, but in reality, it's a terrible idea. Daddy Pig ends up climbing a few more steps with his eyes shut, reaching the top of the tower, and gets rescued by a helicopter. Fortunately, while hanging from the helicopter, he opens his eyes and sees beautiful Paris from above. Could this be the secret to overcoming a fear of heights? In the episode Once Upon a Time, the entire pig family goes to eat potatoes at Grandpa Pig's house, accompanied by Mr. Wolf, who's starving. Pay attention to the outfit Mr. Wolf is wearing: a purple suit, a white shirt underneath, and a blue tie. Everything is fine, but when they arrive at Grandpa Pig's house and everyone is sitting at the table waiting for the potatoes to be served, Mr. Wolf is dressed differently, without the shirt and tie. Also, Grandpa Pig is about to eat a potato and leaves the pot on the table, but when the scene is shown again, everyone has potatoes on their forks and the pot has disappeared. I think this group was really hungry, huh? In the episode Daddy Pig's Birthday, Mommy Pig, Peppa, and George are rushing to prepare a surprise party for Daddy. It's such a sweet gesture, but what catches our attention in this episode are the balloons that Mommy Pig is carrying. Wait, let me explain. As Mommy Pig carries the balloons down the hill, there are 4, but as soon as she and the kids arrive at the party, the 4 balloons have turned into 6. And it doesn't stop there. The yellow and pink balloons swap places when the birthday boy arrives. Could it be that a magician was invited to the party that we didn't know about? That's the only way to explain this mix-up. And still in the episode Daddy Pig's Birthday, another strange detail appears. When Daddy Pig is at work with his colleagues celebrating his special day, we can see a framed photo on his desk. It's a picture of an adult pig and a piglet, but here's the curious thing. The photo is in black and white. This same photograph appears in Mommy Pig's parents' house. So who are the pigs in the picture? They could be Mommy Pig's relatives, but why would Daddy Pig have a picture of them on his work desk? It would make more sense for him to have a photo of himself with his kids and wife, right? And even stranger, the picture is old and black and white, so these are probably older people or maybe even deceased in the series. Could they be friends of Madame Gazelle, since she also has a black and white photo on her wall? Man, this can't be a coincidence. Now, we have some great news for you, a true fan of the world's most famous pink pig from animated cartoons. We're introducing a channel where you can find absolutely everything about Peppa, the pig family, and all their friends and relatives. Don't waste any time. Subscribe now using the link in the description or point your camera at the QR code on the screen and start playing. I'll be waiting for you there. Speaking of older people, you may have noticed that no one ever talks about Daddy Pig's parents in the series. Neither he nor his brother mentions these relatives. It's possible that Daddy Pig and his brother don't get along very well with their parents, which is why they don't participate in any family parties or gatherings. But even so, it's strange that this has never even been mentioned in the series, right? Could there have been a serious disagreement to the point where everyone just forgot about each other's existence? And speaking of suspicious existences, let's talk about us. That's right, you and me, the humans. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but humans are rare in Peppa Pig. The only humans who have appeared in the show are the Queen, Santa Claus, and a pirate. Besides these 3, no one else. The show has already depicted several countries, like Paris, which we mentioned earlier, but in all these places, there are only animals, doing the things humans would do, driving cars, going to work, and other daily tasks. Since 3 humans have already appeared in the show, it means that Peppa doesn't take place in another reality where humans never existed. They exist, they're just not shown. So where are we? Man, I'm gonna watch the next Peppa Pig episodes very closely to spot these mysteries and try to solve them. We picked 2 really cool videos that are perfect for you, so you can keep watching fun content with us. Just pick the one you like best and click on it. Thanks, and enjoy the video.